Hello, welcome back to Brock's Basement. This is going to be my comic book pull list for the week of October 4th, 2023. Welcome to October. Yay! For people that like it. I am not a holiday celebrating type of person, so yeah. But it's autumn. I do like the fall. But it's a comic book pull list, so let's get right into it. First up, we have Batman number 138. This is actually issue 903 for the Legacy. They have the Legacy numbering up here as well. Yeah, it's Gotham War. I haven't gotten to it. I seriously need to get caught up on Batman, but, you know, hey. Next up, we have Batman, The Adventures Continue, number 8. This is season 3. I've enjoyed this. It just harkens back to the Batman animated series, so I'm not caught up with it, but I'll get to it eventually, and I like it. Next up is Birds of Prey number 2. Read the first issue, enjoyed it, so I can't wait to see where we go with issue 2. Do I think the series is going to stick around? I don't really know, but we'll see. Next up is the DC's Ghouls Just Want to Have Fun Halloween holiday, spooky season special. So if you like short little stories based around the season, pick it up. Next up is Detective Comics Facsimile issue 140 for Detective, and it's very I think the first appearance of the Riddler. So I snagged that one up. It's nice to have those; they're nice. Next up is the Enfield Gang Massacre number 3. I've actually got caught up this past weekend. With That Texas Blood. Fantastic! It's an amazing series. Chris Condon and Jacob Phillips just hit it out of the park with That Texas Blood. And then they're doing that, the Enfield Gang Massacre. This is issue 3. I read the first 2 issues. They're amazing. It's fantastic. The one thing I really liked about the Enfield Gang book, I don't know if it'll transfer or translate, but like the cover is kind of got a nice cover feel, but the inside paper is like old schoolish type newsprint paper. Like, it's the tactile on it is just amazing. So I hands off to you guys with utilizing that. That's a small little weird publishing thing, but I love it. Bring it more of that stuff. And if you haven't checked out That Texas Blood, you should. And Enfield Gang just started, so I think they just had a second print of number 1 comes out this week as well. So highly recommend those. Next up, we have Fire and Ice, Welcome to Smallville, number 2. Read the first issue, enjoyed it, so I'm going to keep going with it. This is probably definitely a mini-series, but I'm having fun with it, and sometimes that's all that matters. Next up, we have The Joker, The Man Who Stopped Laughing, number 11. I have not got caught up with this. We'll see, but yeah. I got caught up with the last Joker series. That one was okay. Next up is Peacemaker Tries Hard, book 6. If you loved Peacemaker the show, you'll love the book. I'm behind on it, but I read like the first 2 or 3 issues, and it's fantastic. It's amazing stuff. You need to read it. It's awesome. Next up, we have Poison Ivy, number 15. I love Poison Ivy. Another wonderful Jessica Fong cover there. Yeah, sorry, I had to make sure it was her. The nice thing about DC is they have on the barcode right here in this little box, they have the creator's name. Let me focus. See? Jessica Fong. Yeah, right there. Awesome stuff. I highly recommend. Marvel does that, and a few of the others. Next up, we have The Sacrificers, number 3 by Rick Remender. I enjoyed the first issue. I have not yet got to read issue 2, but I'm going to keep going with it because issue 1 was good enough. And I'm normally not a huge fan of Rick Remender stuff. I have liked some of his stuff in the past, but not very much of it. So it's nice to finally have something that I'm enjoying. Next up, we have Shazam number 4. I have not dove into the Mark Waid stuff yet, but Mark Waid seems to be just knocking it out of the park with what he's doing in DC, so I cannot wait to finally be able to just sit down, hunker through, and get through. Next up, we have Star Wars The High Republic Shadow of Starlight. I think this is just a couple short stories. I'm not sure if it's going to continue as a series or whatever, but I've been getting a fair amount of the High Republic stuff, so I decided to pick it up. And finally, well, not finally, there's 2 more, but the big book this week, huge book, and that is Daniel Warren Johnson with art by Mike Spicer, and that is the Transformers book. The new Transformers book is out. I'm actually going to give it a shot because Transformers is back at Image through Skybound, through Robert Kirkman's publishing line, And Void Rivals has been really, really good. I've enjoyed the 4 issues that have come out, so I'm super excited to see what the Transformers takes us. I have not been a Transformers comic book fan. The show when I was a kid, I watched a little bit, but not a lot. But I'm curious to see where we go in this Energon universe that Skybound is bringing us. So fingers crossed, it's some good stuff. I hope all the Transformers fans out there like it. I'm going to see if it's something that I'm going to keep on my pull list, or if it's something I'm going to potentially just check out later in trade. Next up, we have Walking Dead Deluxe number 72. That's how many issues I got to read. I mean, I've already read it, so it's just reread, I guess. That's it. That's it for the pull list, the stuff that I'm actually picking up and hopefully getting to and reading. But yeah. Variant covers. So this week I picked up Batman 138. This is the Frank Cho variant with Batman and Catwoman. The next one is for Birds of Prey number 2. This is the cover B and the cover C. Actually, the reason I'm having to do that is because they technically go together. So this is the B cover and this is the C cover, but they make this nice little like together thing. So it's, you know, suck more money out of you. But it's by David Nakayama. So awesome cover. Really, really cool. And I did pick up the Chris Pacello variant for Birds of Prey as well. And this month, because it's Halloween, they are doing a trick-or-treat variant for some books. I didn't decide to get all of them. I only picked a handful up. But they are by Chrissy Zolo. And this is for Birds of Prey. It's a nice little Halloween one there. Awesome design. Next up is Fire and Ice, Welcome to Smallville. This is the Greg Smallwood cover. Awesome cover right there. Greg Smallwood is just a fantastic artist. Need to get more stuff by him. Joshua Schwabe did the 1 in 25 for Fire and Ice, Welcome to Smallville number 2. So I picked that up. Poison Ivy has a couple covers. Snagged the B cover there. And I picked up this. Is it DNA? Yeah, the DNA. The cover by another David Nack one. Picked that up there. And of course, there was one of those nice trick or treat variants by Chrissy Zulo. So I picked that one up for Poison Ivy as well. That's it for my variant cover haul this week. I did get a bunch of trades. There is a just ginormous amount of graphic novels, trades, hardcovers this week. It's insane. Funny enough, all of my graphic novels are not normal size graphic novels, but one is a kid's book, and the other 3 are YA books. So let's get right into it. First up, we have Clementine Book 2. Finally, I don't remember when Clementine 1 came out, but I enjoyed it. So I've been super stoked to read this one because this is set in the Walking Dead universe. And this is kind of the YA Walking Dead that Skybound has put out through their Skybound Comet line. But I really enjoyed the first one, so I cannot wait to dive into Clementine Volume 2. Let's see. Next up, we have the all ages book from DC, and that's Diana and the Hero's Journey. So I snagged this one up. I mainly get these for my kids, as well as like the young adult ones I get for myself, and to share with the librarian and like let them know if it's good, because I work at a high school. But I also grab the ones for my kids, especially ones that I think they'll like. My daughter likes Wonder Woman, and she's honestly getting into a bunch of graphic novels, which is super cool. Except I gotta be the parent that says, I love that you're reading graphic novels. It's amazing. As a comic book reader, it's fantastic. But you need to read some chapter books, girl. Like, she has not gotten into the chapter book, so yeah. Next up is Superman, The Harvests of Youth. I'm decided to grab this one to see how good it is. And that's another YA one from DC. And then this is the DC Stories webtoons, which are popular with young adults. And this is Zatanna and the Ripper, Volume 1. So I'm going to give this a try and see how it is. I've heard decent things. Like, a lot of people tend to like the webtoon stuff. So yeah. So my pile of stuff to read, even though I've been getting caught up on a lot of the young adult stuff that I've been behind on, jumped by 3 books. So that's normally not the case on my comic book pulls, that I would have that many graphic novels, but we are getting closer to the holiday season, and so there's going to be more stuff coming out, especially for Christmas. So yeah. Speaking of Christmas, if you want, you can get a copy of Meanwhile, a comic shop anthology. Yes, I have a story in it. I'm going to shamelessly plug it for a long, long time. Get it from comicsconspiracy.biz. Go to Meanwhile. I can't remember the exact web address, but there's a link in the description below. This is the Veronica Fish cover. This is the Allison Sampson cover, which we only have a limited amount of. So if you like this cover, highly recommend picking up as soon as possible. But yeah, Meanwhile, comic shop anthology. 2 different covers. I have a story in it drawn by Lane Terasaki. He did a great job. Tons of Easter eggs in my story. There, I plugged it. Go by Meanwhile. Anyway, thank you for watching. Please like, share, and subscribe to the channel. Leave a comment in the comment section below. Let me know what you're picking up, what you're, if there's anything you're enjoying, all that fun stuff. I'm hopefully going to go see The Creator this weekend, but we'll see. I haven't really heard anything too bad about it or good about it. It's just, I haven't really been paying attention here. But yeah, you can listen to me on the Comics Conspiracy podcast. We just finished recording an episode, and hopefully we're going to be back to weekly episodes going forward. Yeah, so Comics Conspiracy, you can find us on basically any of your, podcast listening apps or software, any of that stuff. But you can go to the comicsconspiracypodcast.com. Again, link in the description below for that. Check it out. I'm trying something new with some of the description stuff. I'm going to include maybe a link, an Amazon link. So if you click on that and buy something through it, I get a little cut of it. But anything, stuff that I might be featured, that I have featured like graphic novel wise on the video, or potentially something that I'm like, hey, you should check this out. I did Many Deaths of Layla Starr, the deluxe edition last week. Wonder Woman Historia hardcover as well, and also I can't remember the last one, but it was something else, and I think I had it in. It was probably what I bought last time. I don't know. I can't remember. Anyway, check in the description below for something that I, hey, you might click on it, and it helps me out a little. Anyway. Yeah, so you can help me and my fellow conspirators out through Patreon at www.patreon.com/comicsconspiracy. For as little as $1 a month, you help us with hosting fees. If you want to help me out more directly, click on those Amazon links that are going to be in the description, as well as heading over to my eBay page, where I'm constantly getting rid of stuff and purging stuff out. There's a link in the description below. If you want to search for my username, it's just Brock's Basement on eBay, so go ahead and find me there. Yeah. Man, I'm wiped. I'm tired. I laughed my ass off at some stupid video on Instagram for a little bit earlier to this, and then I was doom scrolling, and I found something I was looking for, and yeah, a whole bunch of that stuff. But yeah, follow me on social media. My Twitter handle is @brocksager, as well as on Bluesky social, it's still brocksager. I do have Bluesky codes. Any of my old videos no longer count as of this video. I'm trying to give out code for Bluesky, so if you are interested, then comment in the first person to comment about it. Try to get you kind of hooked up with one. You can also find me on Instagram at Brock's Basement. And yeah, I hope everyone has a good holiday. This month's going to be super, super busy for me. But yeah, everyone have a good day, and I will see you